Welcome back, everybody, to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, the finale stream. Oh, God. Guys, I'm not ready for this. I just want to say, I appreciate all of you for being here today. Phoenix of Grandeur, Breezy, Magic Dog, Angel H, Mad Cats, David, Between Heaven and Hell. It makes me happy to see all of you guys. This has been such a fun game to play. And I know we've played it a little bit longer than I originally anticipated. This was a long one with that download case in there. And I'm going to be sad to see it go. That being said, we're all here together, family. We know who we're taking on today. Fucking Bobby Fulbright. Oh, I can't believe that it was fucking Bobby Fulbright. He's the final boss. We're taking him on. I don't know that I've been this excited since Dahlia Hawthorne, honestly. Oh! Alright. I'm getting in the zone. We do have to get started right away because I know that there is still probably more than 2 hours worth of game to play. So we're going to have to be an ace attorney. We're going to have to fly through it. And all I can say is, seriously, from the heart of my bottom, boys, thank you so much for joining me along this journey. I hope it's been as good for you as it's been for me. Josh Scott, I am staying very safe and very warm. I heard a rumor that we're supposed to get more snow again overnight tonight. I don't know how true that will be, but I have power, as you can see. I have internet, as you can see. So as of this moment, things are comfy cozy. All right. Let's call our man to the stand.
Let us now reconvene.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. K Daisy! Hi, George. Been lurking and love your attorney LPs. Oh, thank you so much for saying hi. Yeah, my lurkers. Say hi. It's the finale stream. Let me know that you've been here. Let me know that you've enjoyed it. Let me know if I turned you on to Phoenix Wright. No, most of you guys have turned me on to it. You know, this is the first time we've been at a defense bench together since I debuted. Huh. Now that you mentioned it, Apollo. Although back then, you were a little more loud than you were reliable. You've really come a long way since then, boy. You've grown a lot. You've made Daddy proud. Even though about like 10 minutes earlier you were accusing my other assistant, Athena, of being a killer. For the most part, you've done a good job. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. He's still got that ego of his. We love that for him. I love that for you, Apollo.
Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you may finally take your rightful place. Yes, well, I suppose we could keep the chit-chat for later.
Matt Abshire, hello. Thank you for popping in.
Bailiff, please, bring in the witness immediately.
You mean the suspect? Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be much the same. Yeah, you know, being thrown into a slammer for 7 years for a crime you didn't commit, I think the anger and resentment from that doesn't go away so easily. Just a hunch. Oh, God. Ha ha! Bobby Fulbright here. Well, I heard I was needed at the stand, so here I am.
Detective Fulbright, do you know why you've been called to give testimony?
Of course! There's only one reason why I'd be called. And that is because it's time for justice! In justice we trust!
Objection!
Oh no. You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are you questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure, sometimes I make mistakes, but hey, oh no. Damn it, he looks so fucking innocent. It's all an act, though. It's all a facade. Oh my god, what if there's another twist? What if Phoenix Wright is the game that's just twist after twist? Is it possible that it's not Bobby Fulbright and we're accusing this poor innocent man? No, that's ridiculous. But honestly, what if it was, though? Come on, he looks so sad.
He's acting the same as he always does.
Yeah, tell me about it.
He must be feeling awfully confident.
Fulbright! If you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get your testimony. Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? Well, I can certainly do that. The embodiment of justice. Ha ha! Well, I'm the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you make me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. A game theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Justina Sykes is the culprit. This lighter with her prints on it. Alright, no, he sounds guilty as sin to me again. He's trying to throw Athena under the bus. I'm not a fan of that. Also, I hate that, as a scientist, fun fact, it's one of my pet peeves. You guys are gonna learn this about me. I hate the fact so much that colloquially in society, theory has become synonymous with hypothesis. Because... Did you guys hear that? I'm sure it was fine. Because in the field of science, theory is basically as close to the universal truth as you can get. Since in science there technically is no universal truth, which blows people's minds when they hear about it. But you know how, like, you know, evolution deniers and people will always be like, you know, evolution's only a theory, right? And then, like, to anybody who's a real scientist, we're like, well, yeah, but there's also the theory of gravity, which is only a theory. There's also the theory of germ theory, which is only a theory that disease is caused by germs. So a theory is a very well-rounded explanation for a phenomenon that is rooted in several hypotheses that have been tested and stood the test of time with an abundance of evidence. A lot of people who don't do science, they believe in their brains that you start with a hypothesis, then it becomes a theory, and then when you've proven a theory, it becomes a law. And it's a fundamental misunderstanding that so many people have who aren't actually scientists, because laws and theories are two different things. A law is a statement of observation, whereas a theory is an explanation. So believe it or not, to touch back on gravity, there is the law of gravity, and there is the theory of gravity, or the theory of general relativity. But basically, laws are mathematical formulas, for the most part. A law is basically a mathematical calculation where you can say, hey, we observe this thing happens, and here is a calculation you can do with it. And then a theory is the explanation behind, it answers really the why, not just a statement of what the observation is. So laws and theories, they relay different information. It's not that a law is superior to a theory. It's kind of like comparing apples to oranges, if you will. But I digress. What people mean to say is, I have a hypothesis. But in general, regular, everyday speak, we use theory synonymous with hypothesis. And it's just the way life is. Like, you can't change it at this point.
Anyways, if you're done, I'm trying to run a trial here. So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false? And that the defendant is the real culprit?
That's right! Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap onto a ladder. Is this the hand that was stabbed? It looks a little tense. David! Thank you so much for the fun fact donation!
David donated $4.11. Science.
Aw, science, guys. Aw, man. Guys, it's a finale stream. Am I gonna have to get the tequila tonight? No! Vodka. That was a slip of the tongue. I don't drink tequila. I drink vodka. I digress. Maybe today's not the best day, because I'm dealing with a phantom. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Yeah, well, I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice just is.
Objection!
What? Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. Yeah! Please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Apollo, respectfully, can I please do my job? But my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear are your eyes. Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence!
Oh. Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell? Prosecutor Blackwell looks torn. Well, I mean, Fulbright was kind of his partner, after all. Also, in a horrible twist of fate, the one who was responsible for electrocuting him whenever he stepped out of line.
Prosecutor Blackwell is right. The truth will be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicions. As is my duty, I will judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections?
That's fine, Your Honor. Ha ha! Now ask away. Don't hold back.
Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please begin your cross-examination.
Oh, I intend to. Alright, let's cross-examine this dude. Press everything. I'm gonna leave no stone unturned.
Hold it!
He's the very embodiment of justice. Sounds a little bit like you're an egomaniac. The embodiment of justice? Those are just empty words. Have you been talking to Elon Musk? But, they say if you keep saying something, it can eventually become the truth. True. There's a famous quote. I forget who says it. But there's like a quote that's like, if you repeat a lie frequently enough, people will just kind of come to accept it as the truth. And it's scary and it's sad how real that is. Because, yeah, to his credit, if you just insist on something, you say it over and over and over again, there are people who will just start to accept it as fact. Isn't that how people make their dreams come true? By wishing over and over. I think you have to take some level of action. Alright, let's just move on. Alright, press this. My arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Yes, well, apparently there's reasoning behind even a tofu burger. Ben Palmer, hello, welcome to the chat. But what we have against Miss Sykes, though, that's not just reasoning, it's solid evidence. And it's called the lighter, with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it. In the victim's blood, no less. Yeah, that's true. But, wait. Detective Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright right dono. Especially about that lighter. He's right, but what exactly should I ask it about? What exactly should I ask about? The number of prints, the position of the prints. Ooh, number versus position. I mean, I guess it depends what the answers are. Let's start with position, see if it takes us anywhere. Please tell the court about the position of the prints on the lighter. They're around the same spot on either side, As they would be, if she were holding it up. I suppose if it was used to light the room, it would be held that way. Could you please add that statement to your testimony? The prints were placed just the way they would be if someone were holding it lit. Is there anything I can... Can I look at the lighter for a second? Evidence found by Detective Fulbright. It has Athena's prints on it in the victim's blood. I don't know that that's gonna lead us anywhere new. Let's press it. Yes, Miss Blackwell did mention she saw a lit lighter being held up. Yup, meaning the person Miss Blackwell saw was the owner of the fingerprints. It just strengthens the argument against Miss Sykes. Shit. Well, this line of questioning is not gonna get me anywhere except to conviction land. Should I try asking him something else? How about the number of prints? So, how many prints were found exactly? 3! The thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of a right hand. Thumb, index, middle. Is this how you would hold a lighter? Your Honor, that's an important statement. Could we please have it swapped into my testimony? You got it.
He beat me to it.
Haha. Be it investigating or testifying, speed is the key. 3 prints were on the lighter, the thumb, index, and middle fingers of a right hand. A right hand. Wait. Or a statement, the prep held a lighter in their left hand. Yes! Boys, we got it! Fuck yeah. Oh, I knew it. I mean, I've actually forgot about Aura's statement, but right and left hands, I've said this before on stream too. Whenever they designate a right versus a left, that is always a dead giveaway that it's going to be the opposite of what it's supposed to be. You say the prints are from a right hand, is that correct? That's right. Very clear prints. But that just doesn't add up. Oh, what doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself, this person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh. So here's the dilemma before us. Why were the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Yeah.
You're right, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. The witness's claims don't even hold water.
Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this.
I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. But then, why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? Ah! I've got it! Oh my god, this guy's all over the place today.
What have you got, detective?
The mirror! The witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Mirror? Was there a mirror there? Go on! Miss Blackwell was looking in through the window of the boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. Yeah. If you mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room. That's right! And across the room on the opposite wall is a large mirror. Oh no. My beautiful contradiction. She's flying the fuck away from me. I do remember seeing it. So you're saying... That's right. The culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of that person in the mirror.
Oh, I see. In that case, right and left would appear reversed, wouldn't they?
Ha ha! Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
Your Honor, can we just skip all of this nonsense and can we just ask him to take off his gloves? Because I think there's going to be a scar on his hand. Why don't we just jump to that? Actually, well, to be fair, he was stabbed literally 7 years ago. So actually, he might not have a scar anymore. I'm sure that there's some kind of... If you're a spy who wants to cover up your wounds, you probably could have gotten some kind of, like, treatment in a 7-year span to cover up any scar. But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence.
Right, Dono. You'd sooner nick yourself than him like that. Put some more muscle into it. Okay, Daddy, I'll try. Huh? Haha, that's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. Why not? Miss Blackwell said she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly. As blank and smooth as the judge's fine scalp. If the culprit had held the lighter in their left hand, they would have covered the fire emblem. The Earth emblem. Ah, shit. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open with your thumb before lighting. So if the culprit held it in the left hand, with the emblem out and visible, they wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they held it in their right hand, they could easily open it and light it. This all means the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in the right hand. Oof. That was a lot to rip me apart. It appears you've planted a flower that bears no fruit. Ha ha! See how it withers before my flower of justice. Is that what you call your... Never mind. He's tough. He managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. Oh my god, we're back at square one again. In justice we trust. Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, are you sure there really even is a spy? I bet they're just a figment of your imagination. Oh, I will not be gaslighted in my own courtroom. I mean the judge's courtroom. Oh, it's sad, so very sad. I'm just afraid that Miss Sykes is the culprit.
Hold it! Detective Fulbright, I believe you said that the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. Are you sure about that?
Does Apollo know something? Of course I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an Earth emblem on both sides of the lighter? Oh, he's perceiving. Wait. Oh my god, Detective Fulbright has a tell? I knew it! You're lying, Detective. Pardon me? You mean...
Yeah, my bracelet reacted to his statement about the emblem. He's definitely hiding something big. And I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out.
Justice Dono. Are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not cheating. It's a bracelet.
It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. Man, it's nice to be on the same side as the prosecution for once. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently.
Okay, Apollo, you're up. Alright, here goes then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time?
What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see, when held in the right hand. Alright, where's his tell gonna be? Where's his tell gonna be? It's probably gonna be his hand that was stabbed. Watch me be immediately right. I'm so confident. I don't know which hand. One of these two hands, it's gonna be his tell. I'm so confident I'm not even gonna look at his fucking face. One of these two. It's gonna be the last statement, isn't it? Oh, damn it, I might have been wrong. Fuck! I had so much confidence, too. Alright, let me listen again. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, your face. Wow. It's a lot to look at. Okay, what else? What else? Perceive everything. Maybe something in his neck will tense up? Shifty eyes, I feel, would be too obvious. Ooh, you're good, Fulbright. I'll give you that much. He blinked. Does that count for anything? Okay, he's blinking. His mouth is moving. We'll look at his face this time around. The Earth emblem is only on the side that you can see when held in the right hand. Whew. Oh! Ah!
Gotcha!
Got him! It was his hand, but it wasn't. I was looking for like a tension, kind of like Christoph Gavin. He was lighting the lighter.
Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster.
Mr. Lawyer! I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about.
Be that as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it.
But why? You're not making any sense. You can't just...
Be still and do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you?
Ew, a look-see? Okay, Queen. What? Not you too, Prosecutor Blackwell?
I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Good. And now maybe we'll learn something new.
I hope so. Let's check over every inch of this thing. Alright, looking for something sussy. Yeah, let's examine everything, I guess. Let's start with the Earth emblem. So, this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about.
See anything noteworthy?
Huh? Hey, look at this. The emblem's actually some kind of button. No fucking way. Wait. There's so many light bulbs going off in this exact moment of time. Whoa, where... Do I still even have this in evidence anywhere? Is it gonna come into play at some point again? It's a gun! Not only is it... It's a microscopic gun that would shoot teeny tiny bullets, which was a thing. That was a thing in Director Cosmos' testimony. We had, like, 2 different gunshots. A handle! A trigger? Is this what I think it is?
There's no question. It seems what you have there is a gun. Oh, what?
That would be a firearm, Your Honor.
A gun? So that's it.
Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial. When Director Cosmos was on the stand, yeah, Phoenix! The bullet that hit the oxygen tank was extremely small, maybe a 10 caliber. This little compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. It looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene.
I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun?
So, when Detective Fulbright would touch his holster...
That's right! Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem, he must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transformed into a gun. Seems like a spy gadget if you ask me. It's not the kind of thing any ordinary person could get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of the elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself.
Well, you see, I was watching the Spy Kids 3D movie and they were giving them out in the theaters. So there's really no need for me to explain. Well, I didn't even know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum, and then I bought it straight in. Oh, I didn't even have time to check it out.
Whenever you mentioned the Earth emblem, you touched your holster. You subconsciously did that because you knew it was a gun.
Well, accuse me all you want, but where's your proof? You don't have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun.
Well, not exactly.
And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. It proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene.
Ugh. It would appear that the detective is right.
Are you guys really trying to prove your client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are here, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution's side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos in the lounge after the incident, and the person Miss Blackwell saw holding the lighter, and the person who murdered Mr. Terran, and the person who bombed the Space Center are all the defendant, Athena Sykes. The prints on the lighter are decisive proof. Wow, my girl Athena is getting blamed for like 7 different crimes. Holy shit. She's really making up for Maya time here at the end of the game. Haha! Don't you see now? A man on the side of justice couldn't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair.
The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm.
But...
Calm down, Apollo. Daddy's here. He's just saying that because he has to as the prosecutor. Mr. Lawyer, our job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. Ice Cream Cat, hello. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
Oh, you did not just go for my hair.
Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you're gonna get. I'll prove this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours.
Sounds like you've hit something, Apollo.
It's just, if the prints on the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena, I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself.
Ah, you mean you think the lighter might be forged?
That's right. It could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do anything out of the ordinary while I was off on my own?
Well, I can definitely think of a few things. It is indeed. Have a look at this.
What's this? A lighter?
Do I have a Twitch? I have one, but I don't really use it. I prefer to stream on YouTube, because I like to have my things archived in the VOD section.
Detective, we'd just like to run a comparison on some prints we found on the boarding lounge.
Ah, yes. I just happen to have compiled the prints data of everyone related to the case.
Oh, no!
Oh, that sounded perfectly normal at the time, but now in this new context, that sounds mad sus. I can always make another copy for myself, so it's all yours.
If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence.
What's wrong with this lighter as a piece of evidence? I don't know, that's a great question. Let's see if I can figure it out. How the prints were left on it, the owner of the prints, where the prints are on it. You know, this seems like a really great time to save, not because I have no confidence. I always have confidence. It's just that, you know, I'm worried that the 3DS might crash. You know, you gotta be safe about these kind of things. You'd never want that to happen. So the owner of the prince is Athena, and we think that's wrong, but he thinks that's right, so that's not gonna lead us anywhere. How the prints were left on it, well, the claim is that she was using the lighter. Didn't we already kind of sort of ask where the prints were on it, or did I make that up? I mean, we kind of know where they are. So maybe the answer is how the prints were left on it? I mean, we could make the argument, like, hey, if Athena was going to commit this murder, why would she not wear gloves? I just... it has Athena's prints on it. In the victim's blood. In the victim's blood. Do you think that could have anything to do with it? How the prints versus where the prints. Maybe how the prints? Because the prints were in the victim's blood, which means that the lighter was used after Clay was murdered, which means... what? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see where this goes. Let's bluff. No, I guess I don't see anything strange about how the prints were left on the lighter. Nothing unusual about the angle of the prints or how they are in patchy places, but there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. Wow, not Phoenix Wright himself mean like, sweetie, no, try again. That answer was so stupid, I'm not even gonna tell it to the judge and get penalized. Oh man, that's embarrassing. Okay, then fine, where the prints were. Anything odd about where the prints are? No, I guess if it was fired as a gun, that's about where the prints would be, but... there's got... wow! Oh my god! Fine! Okay, then the owner of the prints! Are they really Athena's fingerprints? They definitely matched your print data. But what about the data itself? What? Detective Fulbright! You are the one who provided us with the lighter and the print data. Isn't that correct? Yes? What about it? You say Miss Sykes' prints matched the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data that you used official?
Huh. Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that the evidence might have been fabricated?
Oh, the print data is the fabrication. Oh. I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in the case.
What? You dare insult the epitome of justice and integrity?
Oh, Fulbright, you done fucked up. I thought he planted Athena's prints on the thing. So he just lied and said that the prints were Athena's when they really weren't? There's no such need for antics.
Silence.
Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun.
Very well then. Bailiff. Oh, it appears the official data is here.
And the results?
Yes. It is just as the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant.
Yeah! Yes.
The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clayterin.
The prints are Clay's? Well, that is not what... well, that would make sense, because Athena wouldn't have been there, but he could have planted Clay's prints on the lighter, and then lied and said that Clay's prints were Athena's. It's wild that we wouldn't have double-checked that to begin with, but fine. Alright, lighter updated in the court record. They were Clay's fingerprints on the lighter. I see. Come to think of it, wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? It was! Ah! I personally removed his glove during the investigation. Oh, sweetheart, you're fucked. Get wrecked, my guy. We had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity after all. When you took the deceased's fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off his hand. Yeah. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data, all to put the blame on Miss Sykes. Yeah. Yeah, you probably could have blamed literally anybody else other than my own coworker and gotten away with it. This ploy must have been to distract us from the Phantom who was behind everything. You were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit.
So does this mean Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom?
Remember the killer's escape route. Yeah, that's it. No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, the man with no emotions. He's the one who could have done it. Yeah. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. Yeah, I...
Fulbright! Are you really the Phantom? Answer me! Or so help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers while you stand.
Alright, I'll talk! I confess! Oh? I'm not the Phantom.
Silence.
What?
It's all over now. Be a man and admit it already.
But I'm not a spy! Wait, what? I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. What? Hold on. Alright, is Ace Attorney doing the thing that I said they were gonna do, and it turns out that we have another twist coming, or is he just lying again? Oh my god, why can't I tell? It's because he's too damn good at lying now.
An under-the-cover investigator. That sounds less than wholesome to me.
Oh my god, Judge. Okay, Fulbright, you want to be an under-the-cover investigator? Hello? I have a bedroom upstairs in my loft. It has covers on it.
A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. That's what you really are, Fulbright.
That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom, but sadly... even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. He has a family? Wait, what? What? What?
Objection!
You're telling us this now? But if what you say is true, then who was the mystery person that Miss Blackwell and Mr. Starbucks saw? It was the Phantom, I tell ya. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him. I don't believe you! Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easy for me to fabricate evidence. Pinning the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of the Phantom's orders. And you expect me to buy that?
Fulbright! What was the Phantom's ultimate objective?
I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. What? No. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. The Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him.
So he sent a buzzard of his own to tell me this past year, did he?
I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of evil. What? Game? I swear to Christ, if Starbuck is the Phantom, a pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago.
Enough, Fulbright! Just tell us the Phantom's true identity.
I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, I could be killed on the spot. I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is all about the Phantom after all.
Assassins? With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper's shot in this courtroom.
Jesus, that's a bit morbid. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna lie his way out of this now? But, on the surface, boss, everything he's saying seems to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright, if we can't find a flaw in his logic. Okay, so no, he's still lying. He's right. After we've come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wriggle free now. There. I finally told the truth. I feel much better. I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Oh. Whoa. I'm sorry. You look guiltier than you've ever looked the entire game. Excuse me? What is this face? He turned off his emotions. Is Shelley the killer here? You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. Wait, what? How can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's the Phantom. Evidence is everything, right, Dono? And you must admit, there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. But...
Yes. The only solid proof we've seen up to this point is the fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence.
But... But he made a sketchy face. I've known Fulbright here for a year now, and all this time he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell! This fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. Wait, is it not Fulbright? Alright, listen. This game is dicking me around to the left and to the right. They're like, Fulbright's guilty. No, he's a good guy. No, he's guilty as sin. No, his family's being held hostage. And he was just trying to comply to protect them. And then this guy's going to bat for him? Oh my god, this is worse than politics. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me, he actually became quite a nuisance, really. No! Prosecutor Blackwell! You believe in me! Please tell me Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by this big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy, and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Such a bond between men is such a rare and beautiful thing. It reminds me of my days back at the baths in my youth. Anyways, in any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. I can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Ha ha ha! Very good, I'm glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up. And Miss Sykes will go free as well. No, everything is not cleared up. Wait! Athena! Do you have anything to say?
Mr. Wright! We can't let the trial end here! If we do, the Phantom! The man who killed Clay! He's gonna get away!
I know. But... what do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. On with that. I'm off! Objection! Your Honor! Wait, who was that? Athena? Yeah!
The defense? No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet, and would like to see this trial continue.
What? I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges.
It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo, do you think you could scooch over?
Oh my god, we are getting a triad! Everybody's here today. Oh god. It's a full bench. Athena, what are you doing? Oh man, I hope we don't get held in contempt of court. Again.
I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. Are you relieved that you are no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you?
Oh, of course I am. I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Oh god, Athena's gonna throw a widget at him and he's not gonna have any emotions, is he? You bet. Dude, you're gonna get analytically psychologized. Athena, where are you going with these questions?
I've yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. The suspicion against him has been cleaned up, but he's not feeling happy at all.
What does that mean?
We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie.
Your Honor, is that acceptable in a court of law? With your special ability, we just might be able to stop him.
Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations.
Oh, deeply traumatized, you say? Well, even before all of this, I thought he was quite the odd fellow.
If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what could happen to him?
Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? Psychology. Is this what happens when you let women in the courtroom? Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling. What? Not you too! You've been making batty remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you're an undercover investigator and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed in me!
Silence.
Ha ha! How you amuse me so! What's going on here? Is Blackwell also an undercover spy lying for political showmanship?
That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon.
I knew you would catch on, Athena. Oh god, these two. Man, we got two psychology students that are flirting in my courtroom. Your Honor, I'm gonna be sick. Huh? Mind's filling me in here?
I guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? It's just psychology things. Simon was only pretending to believe in Detective Fulbright because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So, he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart.
What? You two were working together just now? Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart.
You got it! Time to check the instant replay. Widget? Mon ami, let's do this.
I might have said that wrong. Me? Say something wrong? Never. Alright, let's check his emotional profile. Let's see if it's blank. Thank you for believing in me, Prosecutor Blackwell.
Well, I'm an undercover investigator.
But the Phantom was coercing me. He stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. I'm a bad person for cooperating with such a man. But he took my family hostage. What could I do? Even with all these over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all?
It's like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom psych profile.
If looks could kill. Oh. Wait, what was that?
Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom.
What? Whoa. A jammer.
Hey, what's going on?
Your Honor, objection! The witness is using spy gadgets in the middle of the courtroom! Hold it! What do you think you're doing, detective? Me? Well, I'm not doing anything.
He's trying to hack the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything with it like this.
Yo! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy.
Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There. Now that you can't hack me anymore, I dare you to try and hide your lack of emotions from us.
Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you've wounded me very deep with that accusation.
Huh? What's going on? All of a sudden I'm getting an overwhelmingly happy reading.
Huh? But he's literally crying us a river over there. Oops! My mistake. How about this? Yeah!
Yikes! Now he's angry all of a sudden. What's he trying to pull?
Like as not, it would appear our friend is completely without emotion. Or is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation.
Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right?
Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotion from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Oh, you mean like a well-adjusted adult? Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You're correct. It's the result of my daily training. A very important skill for us undercover investigators, you know. Or for us spies. Seriously, is no one gonna follow me on this spy thread anymore? But, I wonder why he suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. I sense there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, detective. Ha! A feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the ones who've been saying I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. I was just trying to show you the range of deep emotions I truly possess.
Then you have no objections to me analyzing you, right?
No, analyze away. But I will state it again, I am not the Phantom. And be forewarned that your analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. Alright, final boss of the widget emotion detector. Oh wow. I was joking, but no, this is definitely a final boss. Holy shit, look at these emotions. The Phantom? No way. Oh, I'm so sad. I told you, I have emotions. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now. What the? How are we supposed to pick out what's unnatural from this mess?
I don't know what we can do with this either.
This must be his defenses against your ability.
So, you think he meant what he's really capable of?
I'd hate to know what's going on inside that guy's head. Well, We know he's hiding something, and that he feels threatened by Athena. But, being only human, his true feelings, an emotion he can't completely conceal, must be hidden somewhere in his testimony. Alright, thanks for the advice. Alright, so we've got a little bit of happy, a lot of anger, a lot of fear, a little bit of surprise. We've also got all four here, okay. And all four here. And all four here. And all four here. Oh no, we're in trouble. Give me a second, guys, don't worry, I'm gonna figure out the secret here. No way I'm the Phantom. I told you I have emotions. How dare you accuse me? I do regret cooperating with the Phantom, of course. But I'm so glad this whole misunderstanding is cleared up now. Alright, let me look at this. Let me look at this very tactfully. Let me try and look at this very tactfully. So, maybe we're looking at the changing emotions. So we've got blue, red on, sad off, fear on, or surprise on, fear off. Oh, you know what? This is like the hardest game of Simon Says ever. I mean, I could wing it. He's surprised, he's happy. Now he's the other three things. Now he's surprised, and happy, and surprised, and... There's a lot of surprise. Also, do I need to know what statement is sus? There's so much here going on. Me, the Phantom, no way. Is there any screen where where something stays on? No, everything's switching on and off, on and off, on and off. On, off, off. Wait. Look at this. Watch it. How dare you accuse me of being someone who would kill over a moon rock? This emotion's not turning off. That is the only oddball out I've seen. Let me just double check. Yep, everything's going off. Everything's going off. Everything shuts off. Happiness shuts off. Happiness shuts off. Anger shuts off. Sad shuts off. Surprise shuts off. That's it. Oh my god, you guys, that's it. Got it! I found it! I found the emotion you're truly feeling. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm an analytical psychologist now, boys. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock, you felt a fear that wouldn't fade. A fear, huh? A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels.
And it was a response to the moon rock.
But why? Was that his mission as a spy? Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... your identity will be revealed, you lost it, you failed to steal it. Maybe he failed to steal it? Because it was at the crime scene 7 years ago, it was launched into space and only returned a few days ago. Athena Sykes also has an earring from a moon rock. You know what? I'm so worried about my 3DS, actually, that you can never be too safe. I really don't want it to crash. We're gonna do a quick little save of confidence that I have nothing but an abundance of, and now I'm going to pick the answer that he failed to steal it. You tried but failed to steal the moon rock. That stain on your career as a spy has left you feeling afraid. But the moonrock did indeed disappear from the laboratory. Fuck.
And I'd hardly think a person who feels so little would ever fear over something like that.
Fuck. Alright, geez, don't everyone jump on the Phoenix hype train all at once now. Alright, didn't the topic of what a spy might fear the most... Oh, it's his identity. Okay. Alright, but how's the moonrock gonna reveal his identity? I don't get it.
Of course, that's it!
Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. Well, I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. So there's a number of organizations that want him dead. If people believed I was the Phantom, well, I could be killed on the spot. Yeah, you're open and exposed. Assassins who are gonna sniper bullet you. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You're afraid that the moonrock will somehow reveal your identity. I don't fully understand the bridge between those two things linking together, so that's why I didn't pick that as the answer. But I trust in Phoenix. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about.
So, there really is something about this moonrock that would reveal its identity?
Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moonrock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because maybe there was something on it that would reveal his true identity. Blood, perhaps? Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
There's no ceiling in this courtroom! Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or is he gonna use that weird watch thing to try and get away? Alright, how many more of these toys does he have? And where can I get myself some? Is this the new McDonald's limited edition toy collection? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moonrock? In justice we trust, not emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Ah! Wait, what was that just now?
But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing... Sorry, I'm a woman. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find out the truth. Ah!
What's he throwing at us? It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that it's effective. In an era where evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moonrock anyway?
Well, I admit, I don't have any conventional proof. But I will say that examining a person's heart has its merits.
Oh, really? Then why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. The gallery?
Frankie, that's my heart! What do you think Athena's gonna say about me? Oh, I hope she thinks I'm pretty.
Dollface, we got more serious issues going on. Yep, that's...
All I hear is distrust.
As you can see, people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine.
But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. No, but Frankie, she did use analytical psychology to out that little transgender child.
Yeah, she did do that, babe. Uh-oh. He's got Athena doubting herself. Miss Sykes' analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. And it freed the hearts of many witnesses, specifically from the LGBTQT+ community. And it's been the key in getting to the truth. Haha! What's nonsense? Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. Well, I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock.
I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In a trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidence is.
That's honestly fair.
But Your Honor!
Ha 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 ha! There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped up charges.
However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I've seen her do it firsthand several times already.
Surely you jest.
So does this mean you're going to accept my findings into the trial, Your Honor?
Yes, I believe your claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter.
Then that's a win for me! No, it's a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell the court the reason behind your fear.
Analytical psychology? My fears? Fine! I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. Ha 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 ha! Oh my god, another witness testimony. My fear of the moon rock. Oh, I felt fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Yes, I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? None at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock, that means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the other side of justice. And there you have it. Now do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. But so does any 2-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. Oh, we got a spy versus a jailbird. It's an even match. The Phantom is like the mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it right, dono. Huh? What? Me? What do you want? What's my job? Do I need evidence? With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us. Let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Blackwell. Let's do it. We've got duty together. To bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I do bear part of the responsibility as well. For being suspected of forging evidence, and losing my badge, becoming a pianist, adopting a daughter, all terrible mistakes I made in my life. The two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the dark age of the law. Then it is also our burden to cut away the foul specter we created, is it not? Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideas of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't trust each other. That's exactly why. The illusion of trust is so enticing. Don't you want us to trust you, though? Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust like that is stronger than you and your lies. Always.
Alright, cross-examination.
What is sussy here? Felt the fear when I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. Why did it remind you of the Phantom? It only reminded you of the Phantom? Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom. Evidence is everything in a court of law. What did you forget? I was forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. But those tactics won't work from here on out. You need real evidence. Shit, I need to present something. I hate to admit it, but he's right. I'm very afraid of him because he took my family hostage.
Hold it!
Who's your family? Oh, do you have like a wife and kids? Your family? Like who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example. For example? What? Thank you, Athena. For example? Maybe. We would like a more concrete answer than that. Haha, maybe my mother, my son, or my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I miss them so much. Is he like not even trying to lie anymore? He's so obvious in his lies. How is this even allowed? Look at how upset I am. Is it any wonder I followed the Phantom's orders? What reason would the Phantom have to be afraid of the moon rock? Not at all. Well, we suggested that there was some reason. I have to figure out what that is. You can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock? I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. Vanilla Gaming. Detective Fulbright. Maybe it was my lover. Athena, quick! Out him as gay! How can someone like me with my wealth of emotions be expected to understand the guy? The Phantom, a person with very few emotions, would only be afraid of something really big, like his cover getting blown. How does that relate to the moon rock? I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity, but what?
Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock.
But fingerprints can be wiped off.
Well, then maybe he wanted the rock so bad he literally drooled on it and left his DNA.
We're dealing with a spy, Athena, not a slob. True, but maybe the DNA part isn't too far off. Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident. Right, he was stabbed. Maybe he got blood on the rock. How do I show that with evidence, though? I just know I have something that can show why the Phantom was afraid of the moon rock. Oh my god, I'm getting a That's So Raven moment. Guys, I'm seeing into the future. I see the end game. We're not there yet, because what I have to do first is I have to prove to this court that he's afraid because he has like some kind of blood evidence that's going to be stuck to the moon rock that'll be done through testing. But in endgame, the piece of evidence that's going to lock this guy up and put him behind bars, and I'm calling this now, sorry for the spoiler, it's Athena's earring. Because Athena's earring is made of the moon rock. So once we can establish that the moon rock will prove his identity, he'll be like, oh, sorry, but the moon rock's not here. Guess you're out of luck. And then I'm going to be like, bitch, you thought my young little assistant's been dangling that little moon rock for her ear the entire game, and we're going to come full circle because the girl whose mother you killed is going to put you into jail with the gift that she got from her mom that is the moon rock. And that's how the game is going to end, and I see it, and I'm calling it. But I have a couple of steps to fill in between. Alright, I'll just continue with my testimony. Or no, yeah, he will. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. So how do I establish that connection? What reason would he have to be afraid of the moon rock? Athena used one of these to stab the Phantom's hand. It might be the utility knife, because I'm under the impression that it's gonna be his blood that got onto the moon rock. And then the moon rock was put on this Hope capsule, maybe, that was sent into space, so it was like gone for 7 years or something like that, and that's why he had to come back 7 years later. So let's throw this out to the gods, and let's see if Phoenix, my guy, let's see if Phoenix is on the same brain wavelength as me, and if Phoenix can use this knife to show the courts what I want him to show to the courts. Phoenix, I'm putting it all on you.
Objection!
Yeah, Phoenix! Detective Fulbright, I assume you know what this is. Of course. That's the knife the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right. And the exact same type of knife that Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall.
Right. He dodged it first, so he only got his clothes. But I tried again.
And this time you got him, didn't you?
I did. I remember it clearly now. The rain is gone. The knife went into the back of his hand.
Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory, it's my hypothesis that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. That explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene.
You mean, if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is?
Haha, I suppose so. Unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That's so Raven, it's the future I did see. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail.
You can.
Of course. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Alright, that's enough of that. What this court needs, really, is a bully-free zone. Ah, the infamous sword of beguiling bluff. Its edges without compare. Come now. Ready it with me and show us how just finely it cuts. Your Honor! This is an outrage! Oh, I mean, this is an outrage! Wait, what did he say before? I might have fucked up that line. Sorry. Alright, can we get on with this? Thank you, team. I have the answers now. Well, let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. The culprit supposedly removed the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen.
Oh, you know, you're right.
But here's something to consider. What if the Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime?
Good thinking, boss. Security was super tight at the Space Center back then.
Oh, that in spite of the Space Center having a very strict security those days, all personal effects were examined thoroughly coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through the checkpoints.
Well, that was a lie. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. And why is that? The Space Center was searched from top to bottom. And especially the lab. But the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that?
A sad but true fact, we haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether.
I think he sent it into space for 7 years. Guys, I've solved the mystery. Let me do my magic. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. The Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. Yet, a thorough police search didn't turn up anything, and never turned up in the 7 years after that either. The Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself, but how? There must have been a way. Think, Phoenix, think! Yep, that's it. We just looked at it. How did the moon rock vanish from the robotics lab?
Alright, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright?
I can. Your Honor.
What?
Oh, sorry, I mean... What? Oh, he's breaking character a little, is he?
In that case, let's have your answer. How did the Phantom make the moon rock disappear?
He hid it inside the Hope capsule.
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up with the Hat 1 rocket.
He couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So, there was one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was there in the lab that day.
Yes. The team must have loaded it onto the Hope space probe eventually. But if that's what happened, then the moon rock would have been launched up into space along with the rocket.
Preposterous, that would mean. But for these past 7 years, the moon rock was. Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. In space! It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. What? Guys, I am such an ace attorney. Is this what it feels like to be a veteran?
Order in my court!
I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat One anyway. The villain he used his primary objective to conveniently kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's right. He planned for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space, thereby destroying 1 piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. But Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot because of the Hat One miracle. Yeah, he thought that the sabotage would erase all evidence permanently. Oh man, but Starbuck actually saved the day. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission and returned 7 years later. With the capsule in tow. If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear, that you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So, he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been just to sabotage the Hats too, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crimes from 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge and attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. But in the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he couldn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. He probably managed to hung on to the capsule he probably hung on to that capsule for all he was worth, till his very last breath. Yeah. Oh, this is so funny. You make me laugh, you really do. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I'm not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another pawn of his schemes. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom was a spy, worth his salt, a trap wouldn't be out of the question.
But in that case, you could say anything is a trap. I like your thinking. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been framed into taking the blame for the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation's in order.
Silence.
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape, but no more. I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now! Well, I guess it's time to show you what I'm really capable of. Die, Simon Blackwell! What? You guys aren't really... Hold it. I agree. We need to calm down. We're at an 11. We need to bring it down to an edgy. Hi. How you doing? It's so good to see you. What brings you into my courtroom? Looks like I made it just in time, right? Oh, you're always on time. Edgeworth! I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All 3, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in the robot's recognition systems. However, none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. What? You are not about to tell me at 2.5 hours into our finale stream that Fulbright is not my Phantom. That's not very good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, you'd best brace yourselves.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, fine. Let me get my whole clenched body ready.
Oh, jeez. What's he about to drop on me? The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead.
I'm sorry, I wasn't braced for that.
Oh my fucking god, what? What do you mean? Is he a ghost? Is he a literal phantom?
I'm sorry, what? Could you be a little more specific? What does that mean?
An unidentified body that was found a year ago has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints.
What?! Then does this mean?
Yes, that man there is an imposter pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. No, fuck!
An imposter?! Then this man, who in the world is he?
Oh my god, it's question marks! Oh my god, no fucking way! Who the fuck is this man? Oh no, is he someone we know?
Enough of your trickery! If you will not reveal yourself to us, then I shall do it for you! Ah!
What? What?
His face!
Ew, ew, oh my god, what?
Oh, look. Look at what you've done to my mask.
Mask? Mask? What in the Scooby-Doo is happening today? He's a man in a mask? Wait, who's the Phantom? There's no other suspects. I need a drink.
The mask? What is the meaning of this, witness? Okay, you got me. I guess I have to show you who I really am now. No! Starbuck? What? Wait, but that's... But
He's the one who came back from the rocket and foiled the Phantom's plan. That doesn't make sense. No! Game. What?
Hey, Apollo! It's me, Solomon Starbuck!
Mr. Starbuck! But that can't be right! I said it was him! But then I thought that it couldn't be! He can't be the Phantom! Could he?
Silence. Of course not! The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed!
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. Is this an evil twin?
Yeah, this is just another mask!
Alright, I'm gonna go off myself now. What? I'm doing a shot. I don't even care.
It's just another mask!
Get some of the Tito's. Well, that's like a shot, probably. Oh my god. If it wasn't for you meddling kids. Just another mask, bro. Sorry, got a bunch of those to go around.
I mean, didn't I tell you? I'm an undercover investigator. I can change identities at will. I can be anyone.
Objection!
Not so fast! I have the Phantom psych profile right here. If we compile a psych profile on you and compare it to the results, it'll prove you're the Phantom.
It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, "the end justifies the means."
That voice, those words.
Wait, is it gonna be him for real? Is he... Wait! I don't trust anything anymore. Oh, God.
I cannot accept such evidence here, Miss Sykes.
Professor Means! Professor Means' mask?
I'll take what I want by any means necessary. Now, you're going to give me that evidence.
No, wait! We done snatched it! Huh?
Time to take out the trash. Permanently.
How could you?
Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence.
How pathetic! You can't even speak without wearing another man's face! Ah, but that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Or perhaps, is it really the case that you don't even know who you are anymore?
Do any of us know who we are, truly? This is getting a little bit existential for me.
What must you see when you look in a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not a lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just a master of psychology, Black-Willed? That's right. I don't know who I am. I'm always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face, memories, personality, beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss.
Well, that's a little depressing. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? No, he's a phantom. Haven't you been paying attention?
And now, if we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright.
Oh, huh?
I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom.
Yeah, I do believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of a phantom trap won't work anymore.
Then why don't you bring this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule.
I think I'll do just that. Get ready because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Wait. Hope capsule... Fate... Oh, fuck!
Yes, it was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence, and it was blown to smithereens.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Fuck. It was blown to smithereens. Shoot.
It looks like you've finally caught on. Full marks for the defense effort. But what a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion.
But... So, the real reason this courtroom was blown up, it was all for the Phantom to destroy his last piece of evidence. I can't believe it. Have we really reached a dead end after coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed?
How dare you How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer.
I'm afraid praying won't do anything, Mr. Wright.
At least put some weight behind your swing, right, Dono. Well, I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask this menace. The moon rock. But that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if just some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? Yes, and you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. What evidence will finally prove the Phantom's identity?
So this is where I think my trump card comes into play, which is Athena's earring, because it was made out of the moon rock. The only question I have, though, is... it was an earring that Dr. Sykes gave to Athena. Unless some of the victim's blood also spilled onto the earring, I'm assuming that this earring was made before the incident took place, because Dr. Sykes had to have been alive and then made the earring for Athena out of the moon rock. Which means that the earring would have already existed before he would have bled on the moon rock, which means, in my brain, the earring really shouldn't prove anything. So, it doesn't seem to make sense. But I think this is where we're at. Or, wait! Hold the motherfucking phone for one moment. Fragments of the bomb are being analyzed. The moon rock was black and yellow, and I see something black and yellow. No, it's this, it's the phony Phantom. The phony Phantom's gonna put the Phantom in jail.
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity?
Yes, Your Honor, and now it makes sense. Because if there's blood on the fragment, now... My that's so Raven, if you will. Once there's blood on the fragment, he's gonna say, well, there's no proof that that's from the moon rock, and then we'll cross-pair it with Athena's earring that we know is made from moon rock, and we'll see that it's the same material. There you go. Case closed. Solved. Clean up. Phantom, I don't know if you're Starbuck or Professor Means or... some other random dude, but you're done. Focus your attention on this photo taken after the bombing, specifically right here. This piece. Please take a look at this newspaper article.
This article about the hat one.
Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock, there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments, see how there's a rock-like object with the same coloration?
Oh my, yes, I do see it.
It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. If we take a look at all the fragments that the police found, it's likely we'll find one that has blood on it. And DNA testing on that blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom.
But that's impossible.
A surprise, to be sure. That's one bloody tough rock. Let us have the fragments tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright.
Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing.
Oh my geez, my word. Tests happen so fast in Japanifornia, the United States could never.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are the test results that we've gotten done in the last 10-minute show?
There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed.
They confirmed it was the witness's blood, didn't they?
There's no use trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it! You're the Phantom!
Objection!
Wait. Huh? My thoughts exactly. Wait, something... No! Absolutely not. You're not... Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, that wasn't me. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Oh my god, no way. I'm so over this. No, Oh my god, he's so handsome! If you could ever sleep with yourself, would you? It was a pretty good objection, too. Don't you think? Ew, oh, I'm uncomfortable. Now he's me! And I am you.
So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor.
No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright.
Oh my god. What even is this trial? Could this get any more ridiculous? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it. How can you be so sure that they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Oh, it's funny you ask, Mr. Wright, because I have the answer for you. Care to explain what you mean? Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But, how do you know they're, not just rocks? You can't prove they're the moon rock, right? He's doing the thing! He's doing the Phoenix thing!
Objection!
The gallery in the background having no reaction. Objection! Don't be absurd! Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Anybody can see they're the same. They have the exact same coloration. Objection! But, maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. It's highly unlikely that a rock with such a unique appearance just happened to be here. But, you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
But, your blood was found on the one of the fragments! Apollo, there's nothing suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? Well, I know it sounds like an excuse, but... Several years ago, I sort of tripped and fell in this same courtroom. I was hurt pretty bad. Maybe that's how my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. Even he must realize how ridiculous he sounds. And yet, I suppose it's not completely out of the question. Haha! I see you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. I thought that the worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. Oh, fuck off! You are not gonna steal my big-breasted, beautiful mentor's line and take it away from me. Oh, you're a goner now. I take that personally. You're the last person I want to hear that from.
Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? We could ask an expert to verify if they were from the moon rock in the robotics lab or not.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible.
And why not?
In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you'd need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago to compare it with. But that moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So you see, short of going back in time, there's really no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock.
Ah! No!
There's really no way to prove it?
Are you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
Yeah, Daddy Nick. So, the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. It's a shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it, right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that can turn it around, turn the case around. The final piece of evidence to put the Phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care.
We do.
Oh, sweetie, keep up, please. Even the person holding it hasn't realized it yet.
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I would know. I do it all the time. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. It dangles between my legs. It's about 9 inches. Try me. The piece of evidence that shows the original moon rock isn't completely lost is this. There it is, boys. Edgeworth's gonna have some interesting dreams tonight.
But just about the only things from my mother left with me are Widget. Oh, and this earring. Maybe she did love me. In her own weird way.
Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence.
She did?
You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own.
Yeah! Wait. Oh! You mean...
Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes may have seemed to her daughter, that fragment of her love. It'll shake off the darkness of the past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defense's sample of the moon rock.
Oh, that's your sample.
This earring that Miss Sykes always wears was made from the original moon rock. What?
All this time. Oh, it was right here all along.
God, this game is so good! This case is so fucking good! The writers! Oh my god, what were they smoking? No! It can't be! If the composition of the bombed fragments and the earring are found to be a match, then it'll prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in this photo. And since the test results show that the blood on the fragment was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide, huh? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. Fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago.
every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside of you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust.
Damn, Athena! Oh my god. Show no mercy. And I suppose you do?
I didn't have anybody to support me at first either. I couldn't face the fear inside of me. I couldn't get over the trauma of my past. While I was being pampered and spoiled in Europe.
Like I said, I don't feel fear. Then you're just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. Sorry, I got thrown off by the character switch. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? How can I run from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
Now, I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand, but people have emotions. It's just a fact of life, and so people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me? Is this? No. Ah! Ah! Do we got him on the ropes? Oh! Oh no! Oh, sir, you need to readjust your mask. It's slipping. I'm afraid! I'm scared! I feel fear!
You can't outrun yourself!
Remove that mask and unleash your emotions! Oh my god. Wow, we really are outing this guy. Confront your guilt head on! With your own true face! Ah! It's so good! It's so fucking good, it's so fucking good! Oh, this is unnerving as fuck. My own true face? No! Please, don't! I know you're here. Where are you? See? I haven't revealed anything yet! Honest! My own true face! I don't have one! My face! My face! My face! Oh. Oh my god. Whoa, blast from the past. Is this my face? Is it?
No, that's not it! No! This isn't me either.
Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I?
Wait!
Sniper? Oh my god, the mask. Oh my god, you don't see his face. I'm sorry. Did somebody just get assassinated in our court?
Shudder. A sniper attack. In my very courtroom. It chills me to my bones.
Shelly the Killer?
But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak.
Voice acting S tier. I don't know about that one.
Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright, I mean his imposter, doing?
He's a lucky fellow. The bullets didn't hit any vital organs. Oh, not Shelly the Killer. He would have gotten that job square in the forehead. Alright, so my man survived. Interesting. He appears to be in no danger of dying.
Well, that was fortunate for all of us.
Wow. I've been through a lot of crazy court cases, so it's pretty hard to one-up them. But they always manage to somehow. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Wright Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earrings and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murderers and bombings at the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4, and all of his other crimes as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all these things, the spy, known as the Phantom, has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about after all.
Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place?
Oh, right. Sorry, Your Honor.
Now then, this court finds the defendant Athena Sykes
Not guilty, boys! And with that, we've done it. Oh my god, our hard work. She's paid off. We've completed a new game. Let's just relax for a minute and enjoy the closing sequence together. Oh, friends, what a long days of work. And we finished right at the 2-hour mark. I know we're going to be going over, but let's close it out, boys.
Court is adjourned.
Oh, thank you guys so much. We broke 50 again. There's so many of you guys here. I'm so happy to have you. here along for these streams. Honestly, doing this has just been such a rewarding experience to me. I truly cannot thank you enough from the heart of my bottom. It's December 20th, 9:12 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. It's time to celebrate, boys. Get ready to celebrate. Pearls!
Congratulations, Mr. Nick!
Thank you, Pearls. And, thank you for being there for Athena.
Oh, it's the least I could do, you know. I gotta look out for Mystic Maya after all. But Athena's great, too. Wasn't she? I mean, she was so strong in the whole trial. Not like Mystic Maya's strong, but, you know, she's good, I guess. Daddy! I'm so glad to see you.
Trucy, are you alright? Are you hurt?
I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up.
That's our Trucy for you. I'm glad to see you're safe. Right. I fear I owe you another debt of gratitude. Oh, I've got to wait for you to pay it, don't worry. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Oh, come on, Edgeworth, what are you talking about? You're the ones who've been tracking the dude all this time. I just hopped in at the last minute to steal the glory. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as a prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. The police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won this trial without you. It was your help as chief prosecutor that was the key to its successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went a little too smoothly, you know. I didn't even pass the bar this time. It should have been much harder after that whole evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, do you think we could finally bring this dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of mistrust toward the court system should have been swept away. Is that how it works? You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Instead, the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper, and I keep getting lost in your glasses, and when are we going back to my place? So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it.
The complicated love relationship between two lifelong lovers. It's great to see.
Athena! Athena! I am forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas.
Well, I knew if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you were going to be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time.
She's crying.
Just barely, but I still made it.
Oh, that's cute. That girl Athena. It's good to see you finally letting your tears out. I love to make women cry. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth thanks to you.
Shame on you, Simon, for trying to throw your life away like that.
It was never my intention to just throw my life away, but some things in this world are more important than your own life.
Like what?
My honor-bound duty to protect with my life my mentor's most beloved treasure.
Oh, you mean her girlfriend?
It's some loyalty, but I think he means you, her daughter. I don't know who carries more weight, the daughter or the girlfriend. Well, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off.
You bet, boss. What a team we are.
It was definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. You know, I'm kind of a lucky guy after all. My office is the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. Let's hear it for the Right Anything Agency. Oh, bold of you to assume you still have a job. You left. I mean, of course I'm gonna hire you back, but like, you're supposed to ask.
Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you'd better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there's so many more people out there who need our help.
You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. We still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There's still people out there suffering under false charges, who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us. If we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law to a close...
Hey! I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate! With a bowl of piping hot noodles.
Oh, God, why do all the women always want noodles?
Nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab, of course.
That's how it works at the Wright Anything Agency. Right, Mr. Wright? Yeah, that's fine. Trucy's the one who makes all the money anyways. As a boss, it's your duty to express gratitude to your people for their great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. Okay, well, you know what? The tab is adding up a little bit quickly. I'm gonna have to really make my daughter pull some extra big objects out of her panties to make up for this.
I have an idea, Daddy! Why don't you just invite everybody involved in the case? The more the merrier, right? Mr. Nick! Look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow into such a generous gentleman?
Oh, it's coming, is it? It's coming. The line. The line, he's gonna say the thing, guys? Under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say! Only if I get to join in.
Hey, no fair, I want to say it too.
Okay, here we go. Objection!
Objection!
Oh, guys, what an amazing game. Thank you guys so much for doing. Oh God, we've got more dialogue.
I was trying to think of something nice to do for I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. Huh? You think I should have found him a few legal cases? Ah, that's okay. This is the Wright Anything Agency after all. We have to do anything.
Oh God, it was so good. Now listen, I know you guys probably know that the second case was kind of a bust for me. I didn't like that one because I didn't like Jinxie, but the rest were so good.
I better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. My grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, I should figure out which one to grow, green or yellow peppers. Which one makes your pussy pop more severely? Maybe I should go with the red peppers.
But the aquarium case was like top tier, and that final case was top tier. I'm telling you, Dual Destinies was a strong contender as a game for me. Oh God.
The end of the Dark Age of the Law, you say? How naive! Do you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict for an innocent party? What? They're putting me under investigation? For what? Oh no, I better run away.
It's so good. So good. Ugh, speaking of. Alright, so this was the weakest case. Not my favorite to deal with, but happy enough that they were here. Will I be playing Spirit of Justice? Guys, I absolutely will be playing Spirit of Justice. You guys know, I'm so deep in this Ace Attorney asshole. My tongue's just like 17 inches up in there. I can't escape it now. I'm so addicted to this game. I don't know if I'm going to be playing it immediately next. I might do something else. Don't quote me. Again, I never know. I kind of wing it in these things. I'm a little nervous to play because it's going to be the last one in the mainline series. Once it's over, I'll be like, We'll get it done, though. For sure. I'm excited to play it. This one was so good. And then, yeah, there is still the other series. There's the Great Ace Attorney, and there's the other one, the Edgeworth series, the Investigations.
I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. Yo, S-E-E.
I'm studying my buns off, too. I'm gonna pass the Thamus entrance exam on my own merits this time.
You, Juniper,
Our dream will live on forever!
I missed the start of Apollo's wrestling career. Oh, was that in Jinxie's segment?
I found really sweet boxes of all 3 of these things. It's because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge. But yeah, anyway, thanks to the trial, the school newspaper's future is as bright as can be. Now let's see what the Fresh Blood have to say about this in the school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, our cardboard box got soggy.
Wow, the dialogue moves really fast in these end sequences. Ah, the one-night-only reunion concert. I still remember it. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. Clavier, watch yourself. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'll have to court her. It'll be the coolest trial ever, y'all. I can hardly wait. Oh, it's a good thing you're pretty.
I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom, but it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in the office. With Mystic Maya due to come here once her training's over, it simply must be done.
Ooh, Mystic Maya and her training being over? No spoilers as always, Shed, about anything. Special effects. Ah, God.
Ah, humanity's dreams. In fact, planning for the Hot 3 rocket was already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yori Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director, yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete, yes. Yeah, you just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yori Cosmos.
Assistant Director? Wait, what? A twist? In the very end?
I'm going to the moon in a new rocket. If Athena or Mommy Metis came to the moon, that would be cool, but which is more exciting? Montes Preunda or Montes Tranquilizer? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray. I'm sorry, what?
I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to. Oh, God. He's got a bit of a slave complex, does he?
Ready for launch? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. I'm going to the moon for real this time. For me and for Clay. Thanks to my lawyers. But I'm worried. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, now I'm getting really nervous.
Yuri got demoted. Oh, sad. No, I am not employed here. I simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've kept waiting for a while, and what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused and you wished for Athena to help? Then perhaps I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. It's an interesting line of dialogue. I wonder if that's related to something that'll happen. Some of them want to be used by you. Alright, so Edgeworth is giving the old backhands to Prosecutor Payne. I love that. Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving that case has thawed the chill of winter into something, and now I owe Wright yet another debt of gratitude. But I'll repay him later in the bedroom, you can trust in that. Oh, yes he will. Alright, he's gonna take on the bottom role for once. Okay, I think I can finally relax now. I think the dialogue's taking a break. Oh my god, it's all just so good. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to hold off from doing a Spirit of Justice for too long. As always, boys, if you could leave a little like on the stream, the engagement is super helpful. I really, truly hope that you guys have enjoyed this. I mean, minus the lackluster case 2, everything else more than made up for it. I'm curious also to get genuine opinions from people's feedback on the aquarium case, because I know that I was biased toward that case because I had such an affinity to the aquarium as an environment. Oh, Stephen, thank you!
Stefan Raisin donated $10. Cheers for a great finale.
Cheers for a great finale, Stefan. Thank you so much for the donation. There is a donation link in the comment section below. Those do help with just keeping the live stream running. Because this is my favorite social media. It's the one that I wish I was... I do wish I was a bigger streamer. But honestly, having this small little homie community is just as nice. And these games, oh my god. What a year it's been playing through all of these Ace Attorney games. They're like 2 years. Ah. Whew. That one just burns the throat a little. But yes, I think a good cheers was in order. Most people like the aquarium case. Dogface, thanks for a great stream. George, have a good weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out. Cheers for a great finale. Esterellas, thank you so much. Phoenix of Grandeur, chat says there's a post-credit scene. Oh, don't worry, guys. I always let all the credits roll through. We won't... I'll wait for credits to dip out. Always on the off chance that there might be just a little hint of something at the end. Ben Palmer, lovely to see you here this stream. Thank you for hanging out for the finale. I hope it was a good evening for you. Oh my god, what a finale image. Oh, it's the dream team of lawyers. That's us. All right. Hit me with that finale scene, boys.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Poppy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Daddy?
Sorry.
Oh. Wait.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy?
Gotta get a flex in
Travis
before
has
our
just
finale
donated
scene.
$5. A flex for the finale.
Oh, thank you so much, Travis. Very, very, very much appreciated. Never expected, but always very appreciated. All right, thank you guys so much. All right, let's check this out. Gaixa. Oh, we get to see the rocket launch.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds.
He's so cute.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
And he gets to live his dream. Go into space for himself and for Clay. Oh, Blackwell. Never seen your eyes like that. Oh, sweetie! Oh my god, with the hair! Get that YouTube monetization. I've never turned on channel members. We'll talk about it after this is over.
Mr. Starbuck!
You'll be fine. Just believe in yourself.
The moon's closer than you think.
Oh, this would be such a good anime. The moon's closer than you think. I actually think the... Oh.
I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
All right.
Oh, they're all so attractive. We love pretty people being lawyers. That was cute. That was very cute and very charming. Oh! Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache, honesty as deceit, But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up toward a brighter tomorrow. And that's the end. Illustrations and anime cutscenes and galleries have been added to the extras section. Cool. Okay, so that's nice. You get to check out the movies. I think the Layton series did the same thing. Very nice. All right, let's save our progress. So, God, it's all so good. Yeah, so obviously, like, do I have dreams and aspirations to turn on the monetization and turn on channel memberships? Someday, yeah. I've always tried to tell myself, if I could ever build an audience enough to make this even a little bit profitable, then, like, yeah, I could justify doing this more going forward. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The reason I'm able to do this right now, even though it makes no money, is that I make enough money on OnlyFans that, like, I can cover live streaming. If it wasn't for OnlyFans income, this wouldn't be a practical thing to do because it does take time. And, time is money. So I've only never turned them on because generally here on YouTube, my audience is so small that I was like, you wouldn't get really enough members to make it worth it anyways, so why bother? Someday in the future, I might turn memberships on. Basically, memberships would be totally optional because you get to see all the live streams. Maybe I do like one bonus members only stream a week. That could be fun. But it's really more of like just a monthly donation honor system thing. I don't have any immediate plans to start on that because, like I said, it's pretty small. But oh God, regardless, I just want to thank you guys one more time for hanging out with me tonight. This has been so fun, so good. I couldn't have asked, honestly, for a better way to spend a Friday night when I'm snowed indoors. What a wild fucking case. I'm gonna be processing that for the rest of the weekend. If you guys really liked this game, I think that actively right now, Lucajin is still playing Dual Destinies, and I remember her being a very funny YouTuber who does Let's Plays. I don't think she live streams, or at least not on YouTube. She might be a Twitch streamer, but she does like video Let's Plays. You could check out Dual Destinies there if you want. If you just can't get enough of Dual Destiny reactions. Other than that, I will be doing Spirit of Justice probably sooner rather than later because I can't resist these games. But again, I might possibly squeeze in something else in between the two. I don't know. We shall see. That's going to be all for me for tonight, though. So with that, I hope you guys all have a happy and safe weekend. I will try very much to do the same. And I will probably try to see you guys probably on Monday with something. What will it be? We're all going to find out together. All right. Thank you all. If you are people who are just Ace Attorney people, I will see you when Spirit of Justice starts, which again will probably be soon. I just don't know how soon. All right. All right. Thank you guys so much for everything. So much. Have a good weekend. Toodles.